It's time for Did You Watch It?
How does this show work? We watch what we like, we talk about what we watched, and maybe you'll like what you hear. I'm Liz.
I'm Isabelle.
Last night, the ladies watched episode 1 of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 5. The show aired on Tuesday, November 18th, 2014. Here's what they thought about it.
Finally, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills gets here. I feel like we've been waiting for 2 years.
It felt like that. I mean, and I will say that it felt like 2 years because as they start talking, I'm trying to remember why some of these people are having issues with each other. And I had to think, what happened again?
Well, I'm really glad they did the flashback format where they kind of showed what happened because it helped refresh my memory. Because I swear, it has been forever.
It does. And I'm thinking, okay, what bullshit did they go through again that they didn't want to talk?
Well, the reunion was pretty bad, you know.
It was.
So there was a lot of stuff that went on with Brandy and everything, but yeah. Okay, so The cool thing about this was they were supposed to introduce 2 new girls, but from what I saw, I only saw 1 new girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
And and that's not the first time that this has happened, because I know in other seasons of other housewives, they've, there's always that hype that, there's going to be 2 new people or however many are coming onto the show, but you don't see everyone the first episode.
So they spread it out. They want to kind of draw you in. Like, we're not already drawn in. Come on.
Well, maybe they're trying to attract newer viewers who are still in the process of getting caught up.
So wait, are you saying I'm an old viewer?
So am I. No, I'm an old viewer too. I've been watching the Housewives, most iterations of them since they started, with the exception of, say, New York. But I've seen New Jersey from the beginning, Atlanta from the beginning,
Me too.
Beverly Hills from the beginning.
So we're seasoned watchers is what we are.
Okay, let me say that again. They're trying to entice newer viewers in addition to the seasoned viewers. Does that sound better?
Thank you very much. Perfect. First up, we have Lisa Rinna.
Yes.
Okay, now do you know her from just Hollywood kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I never saw her in a soap opera, but I know that's how she got started, and she says as much in the show. But yeah, no, I'm familiar with her clothing store that she opened up, and just random celebrity things that you hear about over the years.
See, and I'm familiar with her from Days of Our Lives and Melrose Place, which were the older shows that she was on. Yeah.
See, I watched Melrose Place, but then after a while I was just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not watching this anymore.
Oh my gosh. No, I was totally drawn
stopped.
in. So it was cool to see her because I've always really liked her. She's been kind of an outspoken, down-to-earth kind of person.
Okay.
But I saw a little bit of a different side kind of in this episode. What did you think of what they showed of her?
She seems cool. Like, she would be fun to hang out with. That's the impression that I got.
Right.
And how she played off with her husband, Harry, who I love in Mad Men, who's done a great job on that show.
Yes, and I remember him from LA Law. I hope I'm not dating myself, but I probably am. But
I do remember LA Law, but I never watched it. So, but that's okay. No, but I like her, and I think I'm rooting for her. Rooting for her. That just sounds so bad.
No, you can root for them.
Okay,
I'm rooting for people.
I like her, and I like how she and her husband Harry play off of each other.
Yeah,
and that just sounded bad too. But I like their interactions.
They have good energy, and I think they have a good kind of banter with each other.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, and then the kind of the oldies but goodies, and I don't mean old as in age. I mean,
seasoned.
The seasoned housewife players that we're used to seeing are, they're Kyle's getting ready for the white party, traditional annual event that gets bigger and bigger every year.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, and her kids are so grown. So, okay, I don't remember Portia being 6. So it must be like 2 years since we've had a season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
I think part of it, we didn't see a whole lot of her last season, I don't think. So that's why it feels like it's been so long. I mean, they would show up every so often, but because we saw the whole family and they've just grown up so much.
Right? Sophia's in high school. Alexia. I remember Alexia going to college, but Farrah's doing real estate with Mauricio now.
Is that her kid from the previous relationship before she met?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
yeah, she was kind of there, and then she was away. So
but Mauricio is still as hot as ever.
Oh my God.
Okay,
wow.
Do you think so too? It's not just me, right?
Oh no. He's hot as all get out. Okay. Seriously.
And the fact that he and Kyle have this awesome relationship, or what we see as an awesome relationship, makes him even more attractive.
Absolutely.
I gotta say.
And then he's so not, and then he's such a great dad, and
right?
a little bit, but no, he's just straight out hot.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Be still my beating heart.
I would hit that. But he's a married man, so I will not.
Thank you, Izzy. And okay, so Yolanda, she was going through a lot last season, and I remember this not only from the aspect of the relationship she had, but kind of the physical stuff that she was going through.
Absolutely. Lyme disease, right?
Yes. And she's recovering from, or just, I don't know if you ever recover from it. I think it's something that you deal with the rest of your life, right?
You just have to manage it, yeah, from what I've seen, yeah.
But I gotta say, I was not a huge fan of her when she first came on the show, but as seasons have gone on, I really like her.
You know, I've always liked her. And I have a friend who spent some time in Holland. She goes, no, she's very typical Dutch. Like, she'll just tell you how it is.
Exactly.
And I appreciated that because after all this bickering with Kyle and Kim and I don't know what, and I am not always the biggest fan of Kyle. We can talk about that later.
Yeah. But I love the new softer side of Yolanda, and you're seeing her really kind of counsel with the girls and kind of be this voice of reason.
I'm looking to see what happens.
Yeah.
They go to Amsterdam. I know that much.
I know. I can't wait for that.
Yay.
Have you ever been?
I have.
Awesome.
I have a friend that lives there, actually. So.
Wow. I haven't been.
So I have a place to stay.
Love to go. Okay, when are we going?
All right. We'll figure it out. Well, I don't know that we'll be able to stay with my friend because she has a small apartment. But
okay.
We'll plan it. We'll plan it.
We'll figure it out. Okay, they show Brandy. Is it just me, or is she thinner than ever?
I think she's just always been thin.
No, but
she shows it off.
Really thin.
You know, she looks as thin as she ever has. Really? I don't think she looks thinner to me.
Okay, maybe I'm just gaining weight.
I don't know.
Maybe that's it.
Question, though, she's talking about how she's moving to a new house and all this other stuff. I'm thinking, wait, I thought she was moving into a house last time, right? Wasn't she buying something?
Last season, she was moving into that house that she found with that real estate guy that she was dating.
Oh, and, that's right.
So I don't know if the lease ran out or what, but it seems like she was making reference to, being on people's couches or whatever, which I doubt she was on somebody's couch. But
well, she said that she was jumping from house to house and renting. Here's what I think happened. So she has this real estate.
Give me the scoop.
Well, this is just my opinion, obviously, but she's got her real estate dude.
Okay.
But things didn't work out, so he kept the house for himself and he kicked her out.
Oh, he kept the house for him, you think?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he was helping out with some stuff, right?
Wow. Okay. It's so weird. I just don't think about that. Like, I know women do this, have men pay for all this stuff.
Maybe he offered. We don't know, but I know that she was messing around with the dude.
This is how rumors get started. You know it, right?
Yeah.
We're our own internet, really.
Well, you didn't hear it from me, but
if we say it on here, it must be true.
No, well, not necessarily, but it's speculation. Yeah. No, I think she moved in with the dude, and it probably didn't work out, and she decided to just pack up and go.
Because they didn't show him at all, and it was kind of like she always wanted her freedom. So I don't know if they would move in together.
Who knows? Well, I don't know. Maybe she just wanted a little fling, and didn't figure.
All right,
didn't plan on it lasting too long.
They went to the beach. It just made me think, wouldn't you love to just go to the beach in the middle of the day and just walk on the beach for a little while and have a chat with a friend?
Well, when you have tons of money, you can do that.
So how do we hook that up?
Let me think about it and I'll get back to you.
Get back to me. Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So she said she's working on her third book.
Yes.
Have you read any of the books or gotten any of the books?
I haven't, although I think they would be fun reads because she's just, I will say I liked Brandy from the beginning because she was just kind of, I'm just going to say it.
Yeah.
It's out there. But
she's been a fave of mine from the beginning, even when she was controversial.
Okay. I like her, like, even when. Well, I mean, I liked her, but then after a while, it was just like she was kind of starting to play into the whole game of just stirring shit up. And I think it was a ploy to get more camera time. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think she was suffering from Lisa disease, quite honestly.
What's the Lisa disease? I want to hear your theory.
She's the major stirrer, don't you think? She just says things and makes comments and then kind of runs away and lets everybody fight over it.
I always thought that was more Brandy to just kind of be provocative.
Well, she got her tips.
Okay.
Oh, God, can I say that? She got her tips? I dropped my phone. She got her tips from Lisa.
Maybe.
Sorry, wait.
I don't know.
Technical difficulties. Sorry. So I think she was following Lisa's example. I think she was following Lisa's example, really.
Okay. Well, okay. Lisa's probably, I mean, I'm not saying that Lisa's a squeaky clean angel over here, but I think Lisa Vanderpump, I should specify now that we've got two Lisas on the show, but Lisa Vanderpump is certainly, her sense of humor is different. She's British.
Oh, and it's very dry. Yeah.
Very, very dry. And I don't know that everyone always gets it. And I think that's why she and Brandy got along so well. But everyone else is just kind of freaking out about stuff that she says. And they take her too literally. And,
Well, and she doesn't own any of that either. So that's the other side of that, right?
Well, I think she sometimes does. Hasn't she said, I was joking. It was a joke.
But she never owns kind of getting in the middle of it. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Because later we see her, Kyle and Lisa, actually get together for a lunch. And you see that whole dynamic of nobody wants to admit that they were wrong. They say they want to move forward, but yet they want to drudge up the past, right?
That's true.
What do you think
That's
about
true.
that?
They each have their own issues, but I think it's funny how both people say we want to move on, but then one person keeps bringing up everything. It's like, no, we just agree. We're going to move on. And I think that's Lisa's point. We're moving on.
Exactly.
Let's not dwell on the past. And Kyle is a bit of a shit stirrer too.
Yes. But then Kyle would say, no, I'm moving forward. And Lisa would say, make a comment about something that happened in the past. So I think they're both kind of doing that.
I think so.
Everybody's waiting for someone else to take the first step. Right? I noticed that at the white party when everybody was talking. And
it's all pleasantries and pleasantries.
Right? And the looking up and down. I noticed that, man. Everybody was looking each other up and down.
Oh, I think... Oh,
Did you see that?
I might have missed that. I think partly because there were all these blue lights and everything and just like...
Oh, my gosh. It was kind of like, how are you? Hi! And then it was the scan. Up and down. I thought,
I have to look at this again.
I'm so afraid to walk into a party like that for fear that people would be making fun of my flip-flops.
I actually used to work at a company. This is before I went back to school. But at this company that I used to work for, this woman that I worked for, if I went into her office to go ask her a question, she would do the scan.
Ugh, I can't stand that. I can't stand that. You feel so judged.
I'm like, yes, it looks good, doesn't it? I didn't say that, but I almost felt like saying yes. She wants to see how she measures up to me. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
No, but she didn't do it all the time. But there were the occasions if it was like the first time that she saw you that day, like in the morning, she'd kind of scan and see what you're wearing.
Yeah.
Maybe she wanted fashion tips. I don't know.
Tons of drama at the white party. Mm-hmm. It was great to see all of the returning housewives like Camille, Adrienne, Taylor. It was so good to see Taylor now that she's married.
After everything that she's gone through, yes. Can I just ask you about Adrienne's boyfriend? How old is he? He looks super young. He's just trying to grow a beard to make himself look older.
Okay, we've got to Google it because I have no idea. But his last name is Bush. So maybe I don't know if is he part of the Bush family? Like,
I would imagine so.
Like the Bush family?
Yeah, like Anheuser-Busch, maybe? I don't know.
No, I don't know.
No.
Anyway, so
I have no idea. I didn't get a chance to look it up.
Okay, so we have to Google and see. But definitely, he looks like he's about 25.
I know. He looks too young.
Right? Okay, so I'm glad it wasn't just me.
I thought, I was like, they just look so... No, it doesn't... Yeah, okay. But hey, if it's making Adrienne happy, more power to her.
And she looked happy. I mean, that's the first time I've seen her smile that much and laugh that much. And
you're right.
Because she have Paul with her. I hate to say it that way, but...
You know, Paul's great on his own, and I've seen that...
Oh, the plastic surgery show.
Yeah, I've seen like an episode or two while I'm, just randomly going through channels, and I'll come across it. And
I'm sorry, I love that show.
He's a funny guy, but just he and Adrienne.
But the two of them were just toxic together, just kind of tearing each other down too. And then, what did you think about Camille? She didn't really say too much about where she'd been or what she'd been doing.
Yeah,
Do you know?
I mean, she was. Well, she did kind of mention that I guess she's been having some sort of health issues with cancer. I want to say ovarian, but I'm not sure.
You're kidding. How come I didn't know
she mentioned it briefly,
this?
that she's been going through treatment and everything. She looks great, so I guess they caught it early enough and, she's on the mend. But she didn't really talk much about her boyfriend, that hot... The Greek dude that she was dating. They broke up, right?
Yeah,
they had
totally
major
broke
issues.
Up last year, they broke up before
it's already last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if she's been dating, but yeah. But it was great to see them.
Hasn't. No, right? I think Camille kind of chilled out the second season that she was on the show because that first season, Lord,
you can't help it when you see yourself, right? And you see all these things that you didn't really see before about yourself, and then they're on the screen. True. I can imagine that would be a huge wake-up call.
And I would imagine, too, that the whole dynamic at home probably wasn't the best, but she was putting on a brave face because that was right before Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah.
All of a sudden has this girlfriend filed for divorce, and
Poor Camille. I hated that whole thing, and just...
It made sense, though, because once everything started coming out, that's like...
Oh, it totally made sense.
Oh, yeah. All this stuff is going on behind the scenes. She probably didn't know, so she's freaking out. So
yeah. The worst scene ever was when she went to see him in New York. Do you remember the way he reacted to her?
Oh, yeah. It was just very like, oh, hi.
Hi. Oh, it felt so bad. Kind of the way I felt about Brandy tonight in the party when everybody was kind of dissing her.
Yes.
Wasn't that awful?
Well, she said something so Brandy says something to the fact that she feels like she's no longer in the clique or she's not in the club.
Yeah.
But I think the common thing is all the bullshit that, all the beefs that she had with everyone, it all started with her. Her beef with Lisa because Lisa still hired Sheena at the restaurant. But Lisa had nothing to do with the affair that broke up the marriage. It's just, why do you cleave, at some point, Brandy had to move on and just realize, it's
that
over.
That loyalty thing is really big with Lisa because she brought that up with Kyle as well when they were having the lunch. And I remember that was her big thing with Brandy, too, last season. Brandy was talking to her about loyalty, and she was talking to Brandy about loyalty. So maybe that's just a big theme. Yeah,
I mean, I guess it's one of those, I imagine Lisa Vanderpump is very, maybe not guarded, but she's very careful of who she allows.
Yeah, of
deep
course.
Within,
I mean, wouldn't you be if you were in her circle? Please.
Oh, absolutely. For as much money and everything that she has. Yeah. So
when are we going to Pump?
Oh I don't know. I would feel so out of place there. I'd be like,
well,
there's lots of eye candy.
Nobody will be hitting on us.
Right.
We're not going to be hit on. We're going to see the restaurant and have a cocktail.
And then we'll go to Sir for dinner.
Right. There you go. That's what we need to do. And we need to bring Neil with us. Although I think it'll be too much of a scene for him.
Well, Sir might be nice because the food is actually quite good. I liked it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it when I went.
Really good. Yeah.
The food is good. So I think that would be cool with our friend Neil. But if we go to Pump, he might,
Yeah. Well, and let's get Dr. J, too.
Well, yeah, of course.
We'll have to make it a foursome. Okay, well, this looks like a really good season. I can't wait.
I'm curious to see what goes down.
I know. I think Eileen is going to be a major stirrer of the pots, so to speak.
Or she's just going to butt heads with some people already as part of the cast, right?
And that one scene that we see where Lisa gets up and says, "You stay away from my husband." Did you remember that?
Do we even know who she's talking to?
No, but I can't wait to see who it is. I don't
Maybe
know.
she's talking to Brandy, because Brandy likes to hang around all the guys.
It could be Brandy, but it could be Eileen, too.
You think? Well,
I don't know. They were very mysterious about it, which leads me to believe that it could be the person that we don't think it's going to be.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And I don't think this is going to happen until they go to Amsterdam, because if you look outside, it's like, that doesn't look like LA, but I could be wrong again.
So we'll wait and see what happens. But I can't wait to do the show with you. I can't wait to talk about it.
And I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of random stuff Kim is going to say.
Right.
Because she's just a little out there.
Was that hilarious when somebody was saying, I can't remember who it was, but everybody was like, well, where's Kim? Where's Kim? And then they flash back to all these things where everybody's saying, where's Kim? And then, ta-da, she's there. I mean, the party looked like it was half over.
It was kind of hard to tell.
Right.
Where they were. Maybe she had another engagement, something that she couldn't get out of.
Like the Mad Men rap party.
That Harry and Lisa had to go to? Yes.
Yes. Maybe she was going to that with them. Maybe she went there first and then came.
And then even though she has nothing to do with that show.
That's our time for today. You can follow us on Twitter at @didthelletteru watch it. You can also find us at iTunes. Let us know what you think. Thank you for listening.